If you have just started a YouTube channel, or maybe if you're thinking about starting one, you might be wondering how hard it is to actually get monetized and maybe how long it takes. And you might also be wondering how much YouTube actually pays once you are finally monetized. Or maybe you are just nosy, you just want to know how much it pays to be a YouTuber, and that is also okay. One way or the other, keep on watching because this video is for you. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Flor and I post new videos every week talking about content creation, sharing some of the behind the scenes like in this video, sharing tips, sharing things about my work. I also post vlogs about life in New York City as a full-time content creator and as a first-time mom, and I usually also post videos about books, sharing monthly updates of what I'm reading and what I'd recommend. If you like any of this, or if you like, I don't know, my personality or something like that, please consider hitting the subscribe button down below, hitting the notification bell so you can get notifications every time I upload a new video every week. As a small channel with around 2,000 subscribers, it would really mean a lot if you were to subscribe. With all that being said, let's get started with today's video. So in this video, and as the title suggests and as I mentioned in the intro, we are going to be talking about my journey to get monetized and how much money YouTube paid me for my first 6 months of being monetized. What I'm envisioning is that through my personal experience, it can somehow help you if you're on this boat, if you're on this journey and you're close to being monetized, or you have just been monetized, or you're just wondering what this process looks like. So first of all, we are going to be talking about my journey to monetization. But first of all, what it means to actually get monetized and what are the requirements that you need in order to be able to monetize, to earn money from the videos you post on YouTube. So by the end of 2022, YouTube actually changed the requirements in order to get monetized. Since they have introduced shorts, you actually can do something different. And depending on whether or not you publish long form videos like this one, or if you publish shorts like the vertical ones that are less than 1 minute, you will need, in the case of long form content, 1,000 subscribers and you need 4,000 watch hours. That means you need people to be watching your videos for a certain amount of minutes that in total gets to 4,000 hours or X amount of minutes that I don't know the math right now. And if you decide to post shorts, you need again 1,000 subscribers and you need at least 10 million views in your shorts. So I think this strategy can vary whether or not you decide to go for the long form videos or for shorts, and I'm going to be talking about that. But in my case, I went for long form videos. Shorts did not even exist when I first got monetized and when I first started this channel. So if you're thinking about long form content, I'd say that your goal should be to make videos that are interesting, that are catchy, and that make viewers want to watch them for 8 minutes, 10 minutes, because you need to get to those 4,000 hours. So you need to keep people engaged. You need to create videos that are kind of interesting from the beginning till the end, or at least for most of it. And if you want to go through the shorts route, I would say that creating viral content, which can be very different depending on your niche and depending on the kind of content that you create. But basically, in order to get those 10 million views, which is a lot, they need to be viral. They need to be really trendy in order to be out there and in order for maybe YouTube to promote them. I am not an expert on shorts by any means, so I won't be talking a lot more about that. There are probably other creators that you can watch if you want to know more about how to get those 10 million views. But I will talk about long form videos, which is like my niche and what I actually create and how I got monetized. I posted my first video on this channel in October of 2020 and I finally got monetized in June of 2021. So it took me roughly 9 months to get monetized, which I would say compared to like most timelines, it was actually pretty quick. From what I've heard or from the videos I've watched, I would say it usually takes people between 1 and around like 2.5 years to get monetized, with the average I'd say around 1.5 years. So how did I get my first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours? If you want to know more about subscribers, I did a video exclusively on how to get your first 1,000 subscribers subscribers. It will be linked up here right now if you want to go ahead and watch it. But in my case, I would say that I had one very big advantage, and that is that I had been creating content for over 10 years at the point that I started this channel. So I opened my blog back in May of 2010, and then I had a YouTube channel in Spanish that I still have, that I started in 2015. So by the time that I posted my first video on this channel, I already had an audience. This audience, not all of them wanted to subscribe to a channel in a different language, because most of them were from Argentina, where I was born, or from some other Spanish-speaking countries. And some others were maybe not interested in the topics I was talking about, because this channel and the one in Spanish are very different. So I could not really easily migrate everyone to this channel, but I did have some advantage compared to a new person. So I have my computer right here. So I'm going to be looking to the side at some points in order to share more about my account, more about my analytics. For example, from what I can see here, when I posted my first video on October 7th of 2020, I already had 150 subscribers, which is not bad for a channel that has virtually 0 or 1 video. And I finally got to the 1,000 subscribers on May 12th of 2021. Now, how do you get to the 4,000 watch hours? This has probably been repeated plenty of times, but mainly you need engaging content. You need content that people want to watch more. And what worked for me and what finally got me to this 4,000 hours were mainly, I would say, 2 videos. First of all, a video that I did with my apartment tour here in New York. That was my second video that I posted to the channel. I knew back then that I would not be earning money at the beginning from that video, but I knew it was a topic that was highly searchable. People are always looking for apartment tours on YouTube, mark my words. I don't know what it's about it, but everyone wants to watch apartment tours, especially in New York City. So I knew this video would perform well, and I knew that it would help me get to those 4,000 hours of watch time. And another thing that really worked for me, and this was around the same time that I got to my first 1,000 subscribers, was making videos with other creators that had their own platforms, in some cases bigger than mine, or maybe a similar size, or maybe with overlapping interest, and to get those people to subscribe to my channel and to watch those videos in collaboration, or to watch some of my other videos. So yes, I did have advantages because I did have an existing audience and I did have connections with other creators, but I think it's still possible to get to those 2 requirements: creating content consistent, good quality, engaging content for around a year, or maybe a year and a half or 2 years. I know creating content for that long without actually getting paid a single cent can be really frustrating, but what I usually say, if you're thinking about starting a career as a content creator, is that it should never be about the money or about what you're going to gain from it, because it's very unpredictable, and it usually takes years, in plural, to actually get paid partnerships, to get paid deals from brands, to get monetized. So I might sound like a broken record in this one, because I know I have said this before multiple times, but just start if you have something to share. If you think you have a unique point of view on a certain topic, or if you're an expert on some subject, or if you just want to share your life.
Let's say you live in a farm in Ohio and you want to share your day-to-day life, what time you wake up and how you feed your animals and how you work with other people, or how you drive somewhere to buy stuff, or maybe work as a musician. Here in New York, you go to classes and then you play at a private party.
If you feel like you have something to share, if you want to do that, just start a channel and start posting videos. And know it will take some time, but you're doing it just because you enjoy doing it. If you want to start just because you want to get monetized and you want to get money, you want to get paid, and you want freebies from brands, it's probably gonna get really frustrating really fast. So there's no easy way of doing this, but I think watching these videos and maybe seeing how other creators made it happen might make it more possible, make it feel more real, make it feel more honest, and maybe knowing what strategies work for other creators might help you out and see what strategies might work for you, for your channel, and for you to get monetized in the end. Now that you know a bit about my journey to get monetized, how I got to those first 1,000 subscribers, to those 4,000 hours of watch time, and what I recommend if I were you and I'm just getting started on my channel, I wanted to share all about the behind the scenes of how much money I got paid on my first 6 months of being monetized. So basically June of 2021 until December of 2021. I know this video is like a long time coming, like we're in 2023 by the time I am posting this, and I wanted to do this many months ago, but I was like, do I want to talk about money? Do I want to talk about exactly how much YouTube pays? And then I did this video about how much YouTube paid me for the first month of shorts that you can watch here right now if you want to know. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'm going to share about money, about how much I actually got paid. You might think it's a lot, you might think it's nothing, but it's transparency, and I like sharing like the behind the scenes, like what it's actually like to be a full-time content creator and how much money you can expect to earn from YouTube if you're just getting started. So let's go to the analytics right now. So as I mentioned before, I got monetized in June of 2021. So we are going to be looking at those analytics. And as you can see, on that month, I got 2,400 views and I posted a total of 3 videos. As you can see, the little like play buttons on the bottom of the graphic. I got a total of 1.5 watch time hours. So that probably helped with like the last few hours that I needed in order to get monetized. I got 98 subscribers. I had gotten to the 1,000 I needed back in May, but this of course helped. And as you can see from all those watch hours and all those views, I got a total of 3.48 cents. Okay, I was not monetized for the full month. The first day was June 15 of 2021, where I got a whopping $0.001, so like less than a cent. But I got around like $3.50 for this first month of being monetized. Then moving on to July, as you can see, posted less videos and I got like a real drop in terms of views and watch time hours. Probably because the videos I posted were not as popular. We're gonna be talking about that in a bit. But as you can see, I got 1,300 views. I got just 89 watch time hours, 65 subscribers, and I earned $3.87. So around the same amount that I earned back in June. Then moving on to July, I posted 3 videos again. I was trying to post around 1 per week, but was not like always able to do so. So you'll see that I was not the best in terms of consistency. I got 1,300 views. I got 95 watch time hours. I got 53 new subscribers, and in August, I got $9.44. So not bad. One of the videos that I posted got a good amount of views, and it was also pretty good in terms of the money it was paying me. So we'll talk about that in a bit. Then moving on to September, I posted just 2 videos. So that was not my best month, that's for sure. I only got 1,200 views. I got 87.5 watch time hours, 73 new subscribers. So not that bad in terms of subscribers. And I got $4.12. Moving on to October. Again, not great in terms of consistency. I only posted 2 new videos, one celebrating my 1-year anniversary on YouTube and the other one a quick morning shower routine. I gained 2,400 views. That was not bad, especially because my 1-year anniversary video, that one had a giveaway, so probably got views because of that. I got 100 watch time hours and I got 182 72 new subscribers. Not bad. And the revenue for this month was $6.52. So the second best month so far. Now moving on to the second to last month of the year. This was November of 2021. I posted just one video. This was because we were actually moving countries between October and November of 2021. We moved from Germany to the US, so it was hard. It was complicated to keep up with YouTube and with content in general. I posted just one video, my morning skincare routine. I think this was one of the last videos that I filmed back in Germany. I got 1,300 views, 63 watch time hours, 21 new subscribers, and $4. Not bad for just one video. And finally, moving on to the last month of the year, I posted 0 videos, so nothing at all, and I got 555 views, so really lowest views of this past like 6 months. Just 29 hours of watch time. I lost one subscriber and I gained $3.52, which is not that bad if you think that I did not post any videos at all. So if you take into consideration this first 6 months of being monetized, I got a total amount of 10,500 views, 2,000 watch time hours, which I gained at the beginning of June, and that helped me get to those first 4,000 watch time hours. I gained almost 500 subscribers, so not bad. I had just gained 1,000 by the time I got monetized, so I was sitting at around 1,500 by the end of the year, and I got a total amount of $35. So overall, I would say probably not as great as some people, but maybe not as bad. And we're going to be talking a little bit more about this. So now that I have shared exactly how much money YouTube paid me on my first 6 months of being monetized, you may want to go ahead and watch another video. But if you want to stay, I want to share more about the behind the scenes, like why I got $35 and why I think some things really benefited me in order to get monetized, but how those same things actually worked to my disadvantage when it came to actually earning money from YouTube. So as I mentioned before, I actually had a previous existing audience from my blog, from my Instagram account, from my YouTube channel, but there was like this little catch. It was an audience that mostly spoke Spanish, mostly were from Argentina or from other countries in Latin America. So let's consider that for a minute. And then the video that probably helped me the most to get to those first 1,000 subscribers and to those first 4,000 hours of watch time was this one video that I did with a creator from Argentina. She has a huge audience on Instagram and she gained followers on Instagram pretty fast compared to most people. So we did a video talking about her strategy, like what worked for her in order to get a lot of followers on Instagram pretty fast. That video worked great, as you can see here. It got almost 25,000 views, which is, as of right now and probably for the foreseeable future, my most watched video on this channel. And you can see that it got 24.2 thousand more views than usual, so that's a lot. It got 1,200 watch time hours, so around a quarter of the watch time hours that I needed in order to get monetized. I got them just from this video. It got me to 156 subscribers, and as I mentioned before, it helped me get to my first 1,000 subscribers. But as you can see here, it only got me 84 cents. And maybe you're thinking like something must be broken. It cannot be possible that you only got 84 cents from a video with that many views. And there are like two important things to consider. First of all, that this video helped me get monetized, meaning I was not monetized when it was posted. So most of the views that this video got right at the beginning, I did not get paid for any of them. But it got me to monetization, so I'm like really thankful for this video and for this person that helped me get there, that made this video in collaboration with me. And the second thing that this video had, and that I had in general with all my first couple of videos was that since the people that first subscribed to my channel were from Argentina or from Latin America, the ads that were shown to these people were ads that advertisers pay for these countries, and they pay less money than the money they pay for ads in countries like the United States or in Europe. So let's talk a bit about that. So in order to understand how revenue within YouTube works, there are two main terms. One is called RPM and the other one is called CPM. So the RPM is the revenue per mil. That means how much money you as a creator have earned per 1,000 video views. And then you have your CPM. That is the cost per 1,000 impressions or cost per mil. And this is a metric that represents how much money advertisers are spending to show ads on YouTube. So RPM is basically the CPM, what the advertiser pays, minus the cut that YouTube takes, and then you get the RPM, which is your actual revenue. So in my case, and because of all the reasons that I mentioned before, the amount of money that advertisers were paying to display ads on my channel, so my CPM, was in average for the first 6 months of being monetized just $7.88, which is really, really low if I have to be honest. I've seen CPM around $10 or $20 or $30, $40, and mine being not even 8, that's not great. So every advantage has its disadvantages. So being able to monetize pretty quickly because of having a pre-existing audience was actually not very great when it came to the money advertisers were paying, because since people that were mostly watching my videos were from countries where advertisers pay less money, that meant I was actually earning less money than someone that maybe was creating videos without a pre-existing audience, but starting here in the US or starting in Europe with an audience based in the US or based in Europe. Since I started my channel in 2020, I have been able to grow my audience and to reach more people elsewhere. A lot of people here in the US, that's my main audience as of right now, but it took a while to get there, and my first 6 months were definitely not the months where I earned the most money. As you will see here, my top earning video for this first 6 months was my New York City apartment tour. As I mentioned before, apartment tours perform really, really well for some reason. We're all very nosy. We all want to see how other people live and we want to see apartment tours. So that worked really, really well, and it made me $7 out of the $35 that I earned in this first 6 months. Then my second best performing video was my video about Long Island City in Queens, top 5 places that I recommended you visit close to my first apartment here in the city. That one worked pretty well in terms of views, in terms of search, but also in terms of revenue. I earned $4.31 for that one. Then the one about how to work with brands as a small content creator, I earned $3 for that one. Then $3 for my 1-year anniversary on YouTube, and then $2 for a week in my life in Germany traveling by train. Those were my top 5 earning videos. So now that you know my journey in order to get monetized, and you know how much money I made through YouTube ads on my first 6 months of being monetized, I wanted to do a personal reflection, let's call it like that, about how my channel performed on those first 6 months. So I have to be honest in the sense that I was not very consistent. I think I posted on the month that I was most active maybe 3 or 4 videos, which is what I should have posted every single month. And there were months like December where I posted 0 videos. So I could have been more consistent and I probably could have earned more money, and that's completely on me. I think that if you want to be consistent on YouTube, and if you want to grow, and if you want to get more views, and if you want to get monetized, and if you want to get more money, I think you should be posting at least once a week, which is maybe a lot for some people, maybe not as much for some other people, but it shows YouTube that you're showing up, that you're posting new content. That is something to consider, and that I think it was a flaw, I would say, in this first 6 months of being monetized. Another thing to also consider is the fact that, as I said, my audience mostly being from from South America at the beginning of my channel. That certainly didn't help in terms of how much money advertisers were paying to display ads, because these countries are countries where people earn less money in general than what people earn maybe in other parts of the world and in other countries. So for sure, I was not getting like the best paying ads in front of my videos, and that made me, of course, less money. But I will say that I got lucky in terms of this pre-existing audience helped me get to this 1,000 subscribers really fast compared to most people. And these videos that I posted in collaboration with other creators, this one I mentioned, and also these other two videos, one with a creator from Argentina and one with a creator from the US, also really help get my content in front of new eyes, new audiences, and eventually get more watch time and what I needed in order to get monetized. So overall, I would say it's not easy, definitely not easy. It definitely can be discouraging because it can take you anything from a year to 2 years or maybe 3 years in order to get monetized. And even once you get there, you probably are not going to be able to make that much money from the first few months of being monetized, even if you're earning great ad revenue from advertisers here in the US or Europe mostly. But even in that case, I would say that if you have a story that you want to share, if you have a topic you feel really passionate about, or a topic where you're an expert, like you have an edge, you have some knowledge that nobody else has, or you can do like a new take on a topic that's been talked about a lot. So if you're passionate about something and what drives you to make these videos is just making them for you, for posterity, for, I don't know, someone out there watching, then go ahead, do that. But know that the journey takes a lot of time, but also know that you never know when your video might get picked up by the algorithm, when you might go viral or semi-viral and get more views and those watch time hours, those subscribers to get monetized. So I hope this video was helpful. Maybe it inspired you, maybe it helped you, maybe gave you some guidance of how long it takes to get monetized and how much money you can actually earn from YouTube. If that is the case, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing to the channel if you're not subscribed already, and leave a comment down below. Let me know if you're just starting your channel, if you just got monetized, if you think this video was helpful, and if you want me to share more tips about YouTube monetization, about how much YouTube paid me for 2022, or any other topics. As always, I will see you on the next one. Bye!